Whoa. Hi. It's Mob Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. First one in the house, color Guppies. Baltic Sea Guppies in the house. How are y'all doing? I'm here hanging out at the house. I have my dog here with me. That's his food dish you see in the background. Oh, you see Bolo's leg. His food dish. Big Tank Hank. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Jeff at Valley Fish. How are you? My goodness, this is the time of year where the weather changes. So on Thursday, it was 90 degrees. I was at an event outdoors. It was sunny. The wind was blowing pretty good. Yesterday's high was half of that at 45. Right now, I hate to say this, you guys are going to hear what your temperature is at home. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
43.
Today, expect a high of 53 degrees.
They say it's going to get to 53, but it's like 12 noon here. This is about as peak as it's going to get. I am far enough away from the snowstorm, Jeff. I am very, very close to Arkansas and Oklahoma. I'm in the absolute, they call it the 4 states area. And that's what's going on. Doug Gray in the house. Jeffrey Cunningham, the man who went back in time and built Stonehenge, got back here by noon. You see, there you go. Tampa Tom Fishing. Yeah, so it's that changing time of year for the weather. All of a sudden I was flipping around the news. Posiwi, how are you? And people were voting in New York City, and there were people wearing, t-shirts and shorts while standing in line to vote. So I went, and it's almost 70 in New York City. In fact, one of the shipments of fish I have going out on Monday is going to New York City. It's going to Queens Ozone Park. So there you go. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, murder hornets. They found a hive in a tree. So, and there's more of them. It's before you know it, they're going to be in our backyard. Yeah, it's that's all Norway needs. Yeah, murder hornets, but you're mowing tomorrow, Tampa Tom? Yeah, so today I'm just I had to go to work for a while. I I have to bring my laptop into the office on Monday because my laptop is not hooking up to my office computer remotely. I always have work to do. I always have stuff, and sometimes I have to look at my office computer, and they didn't give me a laptop. A couple of employers ago, they gave you a laptop to go with you that had all the work stuff on it. It was great. UFC fights are on right now. Kent Mo, where are they on? Tampa Tom. Chewy in the house. So so I went to the office for about an hour and a half or so. I was out of aquarium salt for brine shrimp, so I had to stop by PetSmart and buy a thing of that so I can have more baby brine shrimp starting tomorrow. I just had enough for today's thing that I set up when I woke up at 5 a.m. So yeah, good times. Good times all the way around. Select Pet, what's up? Yeah, so Doug Ray was in the office 3 years and 4 months ago. Yeah, let me tell you. I moved to Joplin, Missouri from Little Rock, and I was laid off in Little Rock March 15th. And I was hired to go to Joplin by, I think it was like April 6th or 7th. Renee, doggone it, glad you're here. Let's see here. Bob Kaler is in the house. Bob Kaler was at Petco yesterday. Hey, Bob, I have a question. I didn't catch the beginning of your live stream yesterday. Is the dollar per gallon thing going on now again at Petco? And when does it go to? I need to pick up more aquariums. Let's see here. When he shows the strain of guppies near the start of the strain, he only got 10 pairs of Doug Ray. Interesting, the name Topaz is used, but unrelated genetics. Purple. $10 here, 3 thumbs up. Thanks, gang. Psychedelic hippopotamus. How are you? Look at that. I can say multi-syllabic words. Not yet. When does the dollar per gallon thing start at Petco? Because I've got to make the big drive down, hopefully around November 14th, because it's going to be known as pewter. It's all good. Oh yeah, I think you should get blue phantom plecos, but I'm at the early stage of loving the exotic plecos. Some people may have different thoughts on that strain or what have you, Tampa Tom. So folks weigh in. You may say, "Hey, Chattanooga Ed, holy capoli, you got up early." Got some albino half black pastels from a friend. They sort of look like blue topaz so far. You want zebra plecos? Renee, yep, those are pretty neat. You made it, Chattanooga Ed. You know what? That's a good question. Jeff, you're probably right. I probably should go to the home improvement store instead of spending $6 on, a pound of it. You almost drove to the coffee shop in Chattanooga today, but you didn't get motivated enough to do it. PB Aquatics, how y'all doing? Great having you here. What am I drinking? You see, if David Samsel was here, he would bring that up, but he isn't here yet. So I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. You couldn't find it when the pandemic was in its original lockdown, but now you can. That's good. I want a job cleaning mirrors. It's something I can really see myself doing. There you go. I think I fell out of the conversation there. Driving to a coffee shop, yeah, it's on weekends. I get up, I make the pot of coffee, I give Bolo his medicine. Uh, Now you see, Posiwi, I'm not real quick today. My mind is sort of jello, jello between the thing. I don't think did a good job of combing my hair today. I apologize. Yeah, Posiwi and Doug. Holy capoli. Oh, it's about 4 hours from you. Yeah, that's that you need motivation. But if I go through and see all the videos that our buddy Bob Kaler does, they have some really cool fish stores, which is very cool. I've been only driving to Northwest Arkansas. I own, it's really weird. I'll just sort of give you the thing because of Bolo right here is that I go down there for my fish club meetings, and on Saturday, November the 14th, I'm not going to be having a live stream, and I'll do a makeup one because they're doing a table sale. So I'm going to bag up some fish and go down to Northwest Arkansas and sell some fish. And I am going to bring, yeah, I'm buying a table. Yep, I sure am. I'm going to bring some guppies. And I am going to bring one bag, unless somebody buys them ahead of me, one bag that's going to have a bunch of Amica Splendens in it. It'll be a periodic table, yes. God help us. I may be able to bring down some. I have a bunch of super red fry, but I don't think they're going to be big enough yet. You started doing a report on my assignment involving snakeheads. You'd think that the Thai people would have footage, but no, every fisherman in Florida has a video. It's going to be I believe it's going to be in Rogers, Arkansas, which is northwest part of Arkansas, not too far away from where I live. It's about an hour away. And they're going to be doing it, I think, at a church. Let me look it up. Well, while I'm here, gang, let me take a look. By the way, we're 9 people away from the big 500. 9 people. That's it. John Oliver, are you going to make it to Northwest Arkansas for the table sale they're having coming up? Let's see here. Petco threw in free fry into my bag. Grayson Platy. Now you have to catch guppy fry in your planted tank. You see, there you go. Yeah, the snakehead seems to be doing really well. Well, we hope that you make it up there, John Oliver. Look forward to meeting you in person. We can hang out with our man Michael Gaines and Michael Hollingsworth, who are two good guys. Everybody else in that club's pretty good too, but those guys are my pals there. But yeah, I was gonna look. What was I looking up? Oh, hold on. I'll let you know exactly what town it's in. Chattanooga ahead. Do, 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 do. All right. Yeah, it's going to be at the Millwood Christian Church in Rogers, Arkansas. It's the swap meet is November 14th from an 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Free admission. So there you go. I may bring Bolo with me down there, but I'll put him into if PetSmart has doggy daycare. Pewter, I'm lurking while preparing an important social event, a meetup with Chattanooga Ed. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's yeah, it took me a while. I got it eventually. That was a groaner. All right. The Gangster Family, yep, getting together in Tennessee. The Chattanooga Mafia. Well, that's not bad, Chattanooga Ed. You could do that. Hang out. Come out and hang out. John Oliver would make it for sure if you were going to be there. And, I think that'd be good. Yeah, the Elvis Mafia. Can you imagine? I think the greatest problem that Elvis had, obviously, same thing with Michael Jackson, same problem. Prince probably had the same problem as well. No one could tell them no. No one could say no. And there's something about, I think everybody in their lives needs to have somebody telling them no. I think that's a pretty good thing. Kev's Aquatics, I'm doing well. How are you? So it's like when people have certain success, whether it be as an athlete or as a business person or Bob Kaler, very few people say no. You see, there you go. The wife says no. No one tells the Codfather no. That's right. You see? Yeah, the whole process is the idea of getting people to tell you no. That's relatively good because the human ego. Hey, it's okay, John Oliver. Again, anybody who's lurking, you know, that's fine. I'm just glad to have you around for the party. And wife said no, wife has to go. Yeah, you see, there you go. But we all need those people to tell us no. It's human, basic human impulses. Uh, have to be suppressed, without a better word for it. We all have the ability. Now, sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes like having having 100 fish aquariums, pretty sweet. But at some point, you have too many. Somebody has to tell you no. All right, Chewy, enjoy your work. Cod fry, Bob. So the idea here is that like Michael Jackson, Elvis. I think that's you reach a certain level and celebrity is interesting to see that because we go out and we no matter what, whether you're a fan or not a fan, you get to a level of an Elvis Presley or a Justin Bieber. I mean, at some point, somebody has to say no. And it's way too easy for these people to be surrounded with yes people. Now, how many is too many? I think I think haters say too many, but I think you have to say to yourself at some point, yeah, you know what? I'm doing way too much stuff with the fish room. I'm not able to do anything else. Not terrible, but we have to, go to work, except for, Doug Gray, who's retired and enjoying his fish aquariums. You got to go to work. You got to do family stuff. You got to, Bolo needs to be walked. And as you can see, Bolo needs his attention. He's being petted. Mafia, there's something good about being called the Chattanooga Mob. It's Chattanooga Mafia because it's a group of brothers and sisters who are brought together by the love of fish. Why is that a bad thing? It's not a criminal enterprise, but does mafia always have to mean criminal enterprise? No! Ian Atkins, how are you, buddy? So I've got so I had let's see. Oh, I made eggs for breakfast today with vegan sausage. Good stuff. It's yesterday I was at the grocery store and the checkout lady, she said, "You're here just for one zucchini?" And I said, "Yes, one zucchini." And and she said, "Why is that? Why just one?" I said, "Well, it's not for me." And she looked at me. I said, "It's for my fish." Not joking about that. We decided that 20 is the limit on an aquarium. 17 are set up, trading out of 20 for 40 to 55 for the fish that hopefully follows me home today. Excellent. Okay, beware, Ed. Yazzy's planning on traveling with Bob tomorrow. $60 is a good number. Jeffrey Cunningham, that's a good number. It's okay. It's okay, Posiwi. Renee, either would work fine. Either size would work fine. I would go with the 40 breeder primarily because that if all of a sudden you decide you need to get rid of an aquarium, a 40 breeder is highly, highly desired. So there you go. Doug loves to travel, but he hates Ed. Wow. Is Yahtzee a good judge of character? Yeah, if you're going to go out and you say, I want to do some mutt guppies and I want to do something like that, And it's between, always go bigger. The bigger you can go, the better. So that's my opinion. So yeah, let's see here. Let's see what else is going on. It's not the number of, it's the size of your tank, but how you use it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, well, obviously, it's bigger aquariums. There's just it makes no sense. You're going to be doing what I'm doing with my guppies, and Doug. How many 2.5 gallon and 5 gallon aquariums do you have, Doug Gray? You have a bunch of those, and he does that for breeding and for that type of thing. The smallest I have is a 10, and I'm not planning on getting a smaller aquarium, but who the hell knows? It's all of a sudden I may be inspired. No, it sounds like a good idea, Renee. I think that's good. I Jeffrey, I have in ready to be set up. I have some 20 highs and I have tens. I am going to put in a bigger aquarium because I need a fish room, puppy dog. It's could probably end up being an Oscar, but it could end up being a Texas cichlid. Yep, I know. I know. Yeah, it's well, Doug uses them, sometimes he'll put his females before they drop their fry in a smaller tank and stuff like that. He'll put the fry in there. Yeah, so Bolo is like this, all 4 feet up. That was good. Some good Dr. Pepper. I still have much more. And I've read a couple of things, IFGA guys, and Doug Gray, you correct me if I'm wrong here. They'll end up using those 5 gallon tanks or 2.5 or what have you for the first few weeks of fry grow out, so they don't have to chase down. They don't have to go and chase down the baby brine shrimp and other food. That they just it's sort of like veal, kind of like how they do for the veal with cows. It's sort of the same thing. Bolo's a snitch for the Tennessee Fish Mafia. Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I have way too much to do around here too. I need to get some water changes. I need to. I've got to go to the grocery store today, which that's sort of a part of the deal. I've got to get a few things done. The good news is I have. Yeah, I've got to get a couple of things done, and then I've got to go and then hang out here at the house, hang out and enjoy. Yeah, Chewy, you're correct. And it's seemingly I have to do reports all the time for work. So I leave for work at 5 a.m. I get home between like 2 and 2:30, depending if I go to the grocery store or not, or if I run some errands, sometimes 3. And then generally I have a report to get done. And so once I walk Bolo and start dinner, I sit down and start writing my report for work. And it's 5 p.m. Essentially, I've been, running and gunning for 12 hours. So I'm usually kind of a fried up person. Totally fried. Yeah, by the way, Chewy is back. You're correct, Doug Gray. Posiwi, the deal is with it. I don't know why they're more expensive. Maybe it is because there's less demand for them. A 5.5 gallon aquarium, it's, I'm a manager. I'm a manager for the company I work for. So I work in branding and advertising. So yeah, so my day is just running and gunning. On Thursday, I didn't get done till about 7 p.m., which was just because I had to go out and visit with a client and those sorts of stuff. Hey, Scott, how are you? King and Queen Cichlids in the house. And Select Pet, you're probably exactly correct. It's but again, I think it's all based on the demand. For all of a sudden, if 5 gallon and 2.5 gallons were more in desire, well, there you go. Thank you very much, Scott. When are you guys doing your next live stream? Hey, Anthony's Fishy Friends. There you go. Oh, you've retired from streaming? Okay, well, when you bring it back, let me know. 'Cause I love your streams. Love seeing you and Liz. So it's yeah, a whole group of good people here. 18 here, 11 thumbs up. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, some people love to stream. I like interacting with folks, and not saying that anyone who doesn't do that, and there's some people who love doing the videos, do the educational type stuff, and do that. And Scott does these great videos. Looks great, and so there you go. Thanks, Scott. And so the process is, you know, if you're a creator, do what you want to do, what fits best for you, whatever that may be. It's so that's my line on it. Yeah, Bob Kaler never does a live stream. Never. Peplin Creek Aquatics. Love the small channel chats. Yep, absolutely. Hey, no problem, Scott. Again, whenever you guys want to, I'm all into it. It just going through and watching you guys on Facebook and stuff like that. Watching your videos when they come out are always good. So they went in. It's so next week for work on my birthday, I have to go and do something for a client. And which is fine. It's my birthday's new to town, social distancing, divorced. So I'm gonna go. What does that normally mean? Last year I went to have a steak by myself. Yeah, that was nice. So this year I'm gonna go to. There's some reception that I'm going to for a client, which is great. It's fine, but is that when you go and get that done, it is it's a little bit of a pain in the butt ski. No, October 29th. I'll be 50. Nifty 50. Unboxing next week. Getting your filament barbs. There you go. Odessa barbs. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Scott. It's a great idea. But I have something called Bolo. Bolo will not sit on my lap. It's Bolo will not sit on my lap. He wants to lay on my side with his head on my leg. And he wants to sit on the left-hand side. That's what he wants. And so it's just that's why I don't do it in front. I have to sort of figure a way how to do it in front of tanks. Maybe when I get the new fish room set up, which is now turning into a 2021 project. Once I get that set up and running, maybe I can set up something that would work really well that way. Maybe I can get a new couch for the living room, put this couch with aquariums in the background. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I've got room in there till I fill it up completely with aquariums. Yeah, but your dogs will sit in your lap, Scott. You and Liz have dogs that will sit in the lap. Bolo will not. 65. Whose dog is? Oh, you'll be 39 in February. There you go, Renee. Excellent. Filamentosa. I look forward to that's very cool. Thanks, Bob. November 30th, you'll be 65. Finally getting the hang of things. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, invasive species. Let's see. What's my bucket list fish? I'll tell you what it is. It's a fish you have that I have a great deal of envy for. But I would have to get a big enough aquarium for it. Arowana. I would love an arowana at some point. That's sort of a bucket list fish. It's I really I think they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you know, at some point, maybe I can take the a side of a room and put a big, huge aquarium there. By the way, invasive species are so damaging to any environment. And it doesn't have to be a something like a snakehead, which obviously go out and do that, or some of the problems they're having in Florida with pythons that got loose that are in the Everglades that are destroying fish. There you go. Excellent. Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, I need to put them in like I need to get like a 500-gallon aquarium for the living room. You know, it's you want a building and make it 100% Keres fish? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Again, I've said this before, and is that if you look at uh, of if you have enough aquariums in your room in your home and you're able to do things with it, I'm going to tell you, having a care species is really important. I have the Amica splendens and I love them. Yeah, maybe I can have the first to have arowanas and guppies living together. Yeah, that won't last too long, Scott. It won't last long. Big J's Fish Keeper, how are you doing? Yeah, it's that would be a good culling fish. I'll tell you what, Renee. Look at a Keres species. There's many of them. For whatever reason, there's a lot of them that are good heads, and which is terrific. There you go. I do not have a culling fish right now, Jeffrey. And that's one of the things I'll be doing. I need to put in like a 90-gallon aquarium in the new when I get this new fish room set up, and to get an Oscar or Texas cichlid or something like that. Yeah, it's I have not Scott, that's a good tip about the CARES Facebook group. I'm not a member of that either. And you know, Renee, I think it's the idea with the care species is that it's like with the guppies and other fish you have, find something that you love. I think I really like the Amica splendens. I think they're beautiful. That's why I chose them. But there's dozens of species that and many live bear species that you can support. So I think that's great. Excellent. Well, that's good stuff. I'm gonna have to look that. In fact, I'll just go over there right now while I'm here. I have some guy I don't even really know. It's I think I met him a couple times, and not from the fish fam, from one of the places I used to live. And this guy sends me about 10 Facebook messages a day. Okay, care species. Let's see here. All right, I'll put up the link for this so people can come and join it. Okay, I'm being asked. Oh, I have Amica splendens, guppies, shrimp. Okay. Submit. All right. I've submitted my request. Here's the link for that, gang, if you want to join up with it. See here. Yeah, I just applied, Scott. I just applied to be a member. Yeah, there has to be if you go to Latin America, where a lot of our tropical fish come from, but obviously a care species is are oxalotls care species. I'm just curious because I know that they are. I think they're from Mexico City originally. Thank you very much, Scott, for the approval. Doug has oxalotls. I think also Bob Kaler has oxalotls. Oh, okay. Oxalotls aren't fish. I guess they aren't, but they're funky. They're funky. Guppies are not a care species. They are not a care species whatsoever. Thank you very much, Scott. I appreciate it. Hey, excellent. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And it's a treat to be involved with again, any group that's helping the fish fam. So I think that's good. And again, if we can help, if everybody can be a part of helping save a species, it's like a win-win. Yeah, in Latin America, is that we love as Americans avocado toast, right? Do you love the avocado? I love the avocado. Well, because of agricultural needs in Latin America, especially in Mexico, they have done whatever they can to get water to these wonderful trees that make our delicious avocados. And that's created real problems for waterways. It's just getting water off the thing. And Bob, I'm glad you brought up. I thought I was right about axolotls being endangered in the wild. Yep. And Catfish Terry, how are you doing? Bolo's now laying on my thing with his. He's got all four of his feet on the ground. 10-10 wins. This is 10-10 wins. Biggest threat is habitat destruction. I think that's I think that's really true. I think that they've learned as we've been building houses what they have called urban sprawl, and now people are definitely not wanting to live in cities, mainly because of some of the violence we've seen over the last couple of years and the growth of it. And well, the problem with urban sprawl is that some communities around the country are demanding that there's a certain amount of green space in every growth, and that it really makes all the sense in the world. Thank you very much, Select Pet. Gee whiz, you're doing the job. Hold on. All right. Making him a moderator. If you're going to go out and pitch that, I'll make you a mod. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Select Pet. I appreciate it. And again, when I hit 500, we're going to do a drawing, and I'm going to send a trio of Swordtail Guppies and a gift card, a $25 gift card to the Wet Spot. So there you go. Bolo is very adept at gathering info. Yeah. Yeah. Snitch to informant. Yeah. Yeah. Bolo's a good guy. Yeah, you're welcome. So, what else do we have going on? I've got to go run my errand this afternoon. Then otherwise, I'm just gonna be sitting like a villain chilling. I'm doing laundry right now. It's pretty exciting. I washed my towels, and I have pants that are waiting to go into the dryer as soon as the towels are dry. Yeah. See, let's see here. Anybody going out and now my fish club's doing this table sale next month. Anybody else have fish clubs meeting in person these days? I think we all like the idea of going in and getting back to normal. And I know depending where you are, I think there are good ways to keep safe, by the way, having to do with the COVID. Is that obviously, wearing the masks. I went to a deal the other day with a client, but it was outside. In this area, they don't have a lot of restrictions. We have some cases, but it's not like over the top. Yeah, I need a fish club meeting. I love it, hanging out with my crew. I look forward to it. Yeah, I'm pro swap meet. We're doing that next month. I can't wait. Every month since this thing has kicked in, I've written a note to the club president, one of my other buddies, saying, "Hey, we meeting this month?" And one of the reasons they have not done a meeting, I think they would have done a meeting, is that the Northwest Arkansas Aquarium Society holds their meetings at they do their meetings at the police station. So you go in there and they jump in, they check, make sure you're not a felon, want to have any warrants or anything like that. It's sort of like cops meets fish. And but they have not allowed anybody from outside, and they're doing the swap meet at a church. I don't know why we can't meet at the church. They'll let us do a swap meet. I don't know why we couldn't be there on Saturday night for a meeting, but I will grill them in person because I think they are sick of me just texting them all the time. When are we doing this? When are we? Come on, fish club meeting. The Malinche Swordtail's on the cares list. Yep, get some fry going on there. See you later, Scott. Thank you very much. See you later. Oh my goodness. If you haven't given me a like yet, do. We're close. Close to 500. Excuse me, I apologize. I swallowed this amazing Diet Dr. Pepper wrong. Yeah, oh, there's cichlids on the cares list. A bunch. I'm a shaker and perhaps a mover. Lord knows I shake. So it's all cichlids from Madagascar are on the cares list. Yeah, there's a bunch. There are a bunch of them. There are some of the African cichlids. It's I looked at the complete list not that long ago, and it was, pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. By the way, going through, you need to sign up for this cares list fish. Ooh, they did something a couple of weeks ago from a webinar with Russell Bryan Tate on South and Central Africa. Kind of neat about the fish. I'm all in. I am all in. Yeah, the Nile perch. Yep. Mankind cannot mess around with fish. And with the environment, when you move species around, sometimes they move species, quote unquote, for good reasons, and it all creates all sorts of craziness. And remember, even if the species, quote unquote, doesn't eat like all the native species and stuff like that, they can go in, they can take out their resources up. The house finch, perfect example. The house finch, I believe that's right. Is this house finch or house sparrow? Hold on. House sparrow. House sparrow is on every continent except for Antarctica. And they were originally released in the United States by people who wanted all the birds mentioned in Shakespeare's works. So the pigeon, the starling, and the house sparrow. But the house sparrow would have made it here anyways, and I'll tell you why. Because the way they reproduce and the way that they can go in and find, they can go out and find nooks and crannies in buildings. They're sometimes behind signs. they'd been on a ship, and I bet you some of them went to different places because they were all of a sudden on ships. The ship gets to port, and it goes off. It's like the murder hornets. No one shipped in murder hornets on purpose. They either traveled because they were in a container or something like that, or they had a nest on the side of a ship. When it came to the U.S., you go from there. Yeah, Bob Killer, I do. I actually run. Speaking of the California Condor, I actually run the California Condor Recovery Group, and it's me and one of the condor scientists from the Los Angeles Zoo, and we have a couple of mods in there, and we run it. Yeah, it's oh, Andrew's gonna give a thing at the next Massey meeting. Well, you see that I'll have to be on that, Jeffrey Cunningham. The Missouri Aquarium Society is they've been doing uh, Zoom calls or Facebook Live events every week, and I've hit some of them. And Wednesday or Thursday, they've been doing them, I think, on Thursdays. Thursday I couldn't do it. This week on Thursday is gonna be tough, but I'll try to do it because I have to go do this event. And yeah, Andrew's sort of like the king of the Goodeids. Greg Sage, of course, the Select Aquatics has a bunch of them. It's well, let me go to the Massey page right now. All right, Missouri Aquarium Society. Here I go. And Massey events. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. I'm at on their page. Let's see here. Yep, Andrew, this Thursday at 7:30. So there you go. Yep, Andrew. How's he pronounce it? Pierkowski? It's yeah, I think that's yeah, of course, I think any fish that is the guppies and swordtails and platies are all hybrid. Hybrid guppies and endlers. There's some background. They did a genetic search on it. They go from there. We know with swordtails and platies, a lot of interbreeding there. A lot of interbreeding. It's Sunday. My auto misspoke. So is it a week from Sunday? Is it November 1st? Bob Kaler, your birthday? All Saints Day? Have some king cake? My sister invited me up, but she wants me to put Bolo. She doesn't want Bolo in the house. So she wants me to put him in daycare or put him in, have him boarded. And I just can't do it. He's too old. If it was 6-year-old Bolo, I'd do it in a second. But, you know, he's a little old guy. It's, I'll put him overnight. He has a good place for going in, but, for a long weekend, I really have problems with it. Yeah, Bob, what is your birthday cake preference? One would think it would be a king cake, but Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to look that up, Osiwi. Wouldn't surprise me if he has. Yeah, and Bolo is, here's the other problem with Bolo is that he's totally, he's deaf. And so he just, and he has a heart condition. I don't know how much time I have with him. And because he, who knows, he may be here another 5 years, but he's 13, so it isn't going to be much longer. So it's just I would hate it if I put him in a boarding thing and he had a heart attack while because I would make myself feel guilty. You're having breakfast, Ed, then a shower. It's only a 25-minute drive. There you go. I prefer pie. And for my birthday, I will pick up pie. Now, I have the recipe, but I don't have the ingredients. I would like to get a rhubarb pie, but I enjoy apple pie a whole lot, cherry pie, peach cobbler. I'm all in on that. All in on that all the way around. Cupcakes or donuts? Brownies are good too. They brought in the other day, someone's birthday in the office. Someone brought in one of those, decorative brownie type things. Pretty good. Normally whenever I've had that, they've been really, really dry. So it's all good. All right, gang, I gotta hit it. Thank you very much for visiting with us today, and I really appreciate it. Gluten free. Yeah, it's I have a buddy of mine whose daughter is gluten free, and they were having a deal, and they pulled out the gluten free cake, and I'm going, yeah, you'd have to give up cake. Yeah, it's not great at this point. All right, gang, thank you so much. You have a great, great week, and we'll see you Monday night for the live stream then. And have a wonderful, wonderful day.